All right, I want to start this lesson by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men of great millstone that I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Salutations out there to the elect. All right, I want to start this lesson in the book, in the Apocrypha, in the book of Second Esdras, which is Ezra. Second Esdras 8, chapter 8. Let's get to the point. Verse 50. All right. It says that many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they walk in great pride. Now, in context, this is Ezra talking to an angel about what would happen in the latter times, which we're in the latter times now. You see? And the angel told Ezra that many great miseries shall be done to the people in the world that dwell in the latter times, because they walk in great pride. And that's why you have situations like this happen to people, because they walk in great pride. It says Pizza Hut employee beat up over wrong order. So let's play the video and I'll get some more scriptures.
Worker at a Metro Pizza Hut gets someone's order wrong and ends up being curb stomped, punched, and called slurs.
It's hard to hear. The couple alleged to have done the attack still on the run tonight. Neighbors we spoke with say they were shocked. May 18th at this Pizza Hut off Southeast 44th and Sunny Lane. Court documents say a worker accidentally gives some of Jessica Ellis's food to the car in front of her, so she went inside. She's alleged to have yelled profanities and demanded, quote, "Fix the blank up." The worker tried refunding her. She wasn't having it, allegedly spitting in his face, saying that her man would be handling this. She left. The worker called police. And in walked Cortez Davis, allegedly forcing open the door, punching the worker in the face, curb stomping him 3 times, kicking him in the head. After he was done, Davis left. Police got Ellis on the phone after. They say she admitted to much of what happened, but documents say she was mainly focused on getting her refund, $22.49. Documents say Ellis called 911 additional times about the refund, even asking an officer to bring the money to her.
Oh.
And curb stomping him.
Okay.
And it was because they gave her order to the person in front of them. What's your reaction to something like that?
Well, maybe she was hungry.
Neighbor.
Maybe she was hungry. That guy, he didn't feel sorry for the person that got beat, but said maybe she was hungry. So in his mind, it was okay for her to do it because she was hungry. It was okay for her to and her boyfriend to beat the employee. You see, and that's prophecy, because the scripture states that the love of many is going to wax cold in the last times. All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Matthew, chapter 24. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking to his disciples about what would happen in the latter times. Verse 3, it says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world, the end of the first earth age?" Verse 4, it says, "And Yahushua answered and said unto them," his disciples, "Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, or anointed, and shall deceive many," which you have a lot of false prophets, throughout the world deceiving people. Verse 6, it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars," which we're hearing about that now. "See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Verse 7, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places." You see? It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So the Lord it's mentioning what would happen in the latter times that's going to lead to the fall of this kingdom. All right. Verse 9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, which is for the truth's sake, the word of truth, as a testimony against this place, this kingdom, the daughter of Babylon, America, Babylon the Great. It says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, which is going to happen more often in the latter times, in these times we're in now. You see, verse 11, and many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. But you have that going out on a mass scale in this time. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound. What is iniquity? Continual sinning. The love of many shall wax cold. You see, because the earth is full of iniquity. You see, the average person is full of sins. It's full of wickedness. And the love of many is waxing cold, or colder, every single day that goes by. You see, that's why you have situations like this happen over a simple food order, which could have been easily corrected without, casualties, or without someone getting hurt. But the love of many is waxing cold. You see, people are on edge nowadays. That's why it's best to use wisdom, because that's going to be the stability of your time. And it's best to not get angry over something as simple as a wrong order. You see, because a lot of people, they're crashing out over mediocre things, which just proves that they're full of wickedness and evil spirits anyway.
Neighbors shocked say there needs to be more patrols around their area. Does this happen in the neighborhood often?
No, the first time I heard this.
What are your thoughts?
No excuse.
Have you ever gotten your order wrong before?
Yeah, but I didn't beat up some before.
Now, officials say the victim was taken to the hospital shortly after by a coworker. There are 2 arrest warrants out right now, one for Davis and one for Ellis.
You see? So the love of many is waxing cold.
The worker tried refunding her. She wasn't having it, allegedly spitting in his face, saying that her man would be handling this. She left. The worker called police. And in walked Cortez Davis, allegedly forcing open the door, punching the worker in the face, curb stomping him 3 times, kicking him in the head. After he was done, Davis left. Police got Ellis on the phone after. They say she admitted to much of what happened, but documents say she was mainly focused on getting her refund, $22.49. Documents say Ellis called 911 additional times about the refund, even asking an officer to bring the money to her.
Oh.
And curb stomping him.
Okay.
And it was because they gave her order to the person in front of them. What's your reaction to something like that?
Well, maybe she was hungry.
Neighbors shocked say there needs to be more patrols around their area. Does this happen in the neighborhood often?
No, the first time I heard this.
What are your thoughts?
No excuse.
Have you ever gotten your order wrong before?
Yeah, but I didn't beat up some before.
Now, officials say the victim was taken to the hospital shortly after by a coworker. There are 2 arrest warrants out right now, one for Davis and one for Ellis.
All right, so as you can see, iniquity is abounding and the love of many is waxing cold. You see, more things like that and worse are going to happen to people because they walk in great pride. Indeed, like the scriptures say, the haughty people of the earth or of the world, they do languish. You see, the average person is full of iniquity, and many miseries are going to happen to people because of their iniquity, especially our people, because they refuse to hearken and return to the Lord, you see. All right, verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. You see, and the elect are going to be the ones that endure unto the end and are going to be saved when the Lord returns to destroy this kingdom. Verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, a witness of their wickedness and iniquity. And then shall the end come. You see? The end of the first earth age, which is going to be brought on by fire from the Lord. You see? All right, so I'll end the lesson here. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Shalom.